The first item that we're going to be going over when thinking about rhetorical context is thinking about who is the author. So that means that when you're reading an article, you're going to look at who wrote it, so there might be one or multiple authors, and some questions to answer so that you can demonstrate that you understand who the author is and why they're important to the article. Is who wrote the article? So what is their expertise? What kinds of opinions and or goals do they have that are related to the article? So you may think about how to answer these. These are some steps you can take. You can Google the author and read their biography from their website or their publisher's website. A lot of times if they have a professional website, you can find out more about them and how they're and maybe what their credentials are and what's related to their what they know about the topic. You can think about, like, if they have their publisher, like for example, if it's the New York Times, sometimes they'll include a biography or profile of the author and give you some information about them. So go read there and think about what's important about them that is going to help you understand the article better. Another thing that you can do is you can look up other articles, books, talks that they've put out. So look at the other types of articles they've read. What are the topics on? Do they look like they're an expert? What kinds of opinions do they have? You might even be able to find out if they've done any things like lectures or TED Talks and watch a video about them. Look at them in an interview. So these are some good ways that you can find out more about the article, not about the article, but you can find out about the author, which will help you learn about the article so that you can understand if you should be listening to this author about their opinions. And another way that you can learn about them is find out their affiliations. So that means, who do they work for? Frequently we'll be reading articles that are written by professors at universities, and that can tell you something about the author and their values. What maybe department are they in? Are they giving talks at certain places? Do they have certain professional memberships? So these are all important things to think about so that you can understand the author and think about if they are a good source to be commenting on the topic of the article. That doesn't mean you should write a whole huge biography about them, but that does mean that what you can do is that you can understand a little bit more about who they are and why it's important to think about them and what they have to say on the topic of their article. All right, next we're going to learn a little bit about how to figure out audience.